Hey guys, it's Sid the Vintage Geek here, and welcome back to Webtoon Horror Comics. I'm going to continue reading. This one is called The Street View Ghost. I have an unusual hobby. I like to click through this 360-degree street view feature available on online maps and look for interesting things to add to my collection. I've collected more than 100 URLs of street view photos that capture really strange or unique moments. Some examples include famous people, fights, UFO sightings, and flashers. I hope to post my entire collection online someday. But today, I'd like to tell you about the time I got mixed up in a grisly incident because of my little hobby. The Street View Ghost. It's back in September of 2019. I was killing time on Street View as usual. Huh? Oh. Spotted something odd while clicking past an old drain ditch in Paju. What on earth is that? It was clearly someone's hand reaching out of a drain pipe. Pale as a ghost. I clicked back and forth along the road to check if it was visible from different angles. And it was. The photo was taken in November 2018, which was almost a year ago. It wasn't too far from where I live, so I decided to go and check it out for myself. I drove down to the location of the drain ditch. When I got there, I noticed the area was fairly deserted. This looks like the rut release. Sure, this is where I saw the drain pipe. Oh, gee. Skeleton. Ah. Next thing I knew, the place was swarming with police. I explained the whole story to one of the detectives. Street View? Oh, you mean that thing on online maps that lets you look around the street? Judging by the way her hand is reaching upwards, it looks like she was still alive when the photo was taken in November 2018. There's also a Street View photo of the same spot taken back in 2017, but there's no hand in that one. I'll have someone contact the website and find out exactly when the photo was taken. She was probably thrashing her arms around inside that dark pipe, trying to get someone to come and rescue her. If you find anything else, please call me right away. We must ask you to come testify in court. The investigation proceeded quickly, and before long it was all over the news. DNA test indicated that the victim was a woman in her 30s and had been reported missing in December 2018. Her husband returned from a 3-month business trip overseas and reported her missing. She was nowhere to be found. According to the neighbors, the couples fought often, so the husband was initially a prime suspect. But since he was on his business trip when the Street View photo was taken, he was soon taken off the list of suspects. The husband had murdered her before leaving the country in early September. She would have had to survive in that pipe for 2 months to be photographed by the Street View camera. But 2 months later, when the story became old news, I decided to look at the drain ditch through Street View one more time. Huh? Has the photo been updated? The previous photo had been replaced with a photo that was taken in August 2019. What the hell? I called the detective as soon as I saw the updated photo. Detective, you need to take a look at the crime scene again in Street View. The photo's been replaced by another one that was taken a month before we found the body. But you can still see the woman's hand in the photo. There's an 11-month gap between when the first and second photos were taken. There's no way anyone can survive stuck in a pipe for 11 months. So what's going on here then? How could she have raised her hand from the drain pipe if she was already dead? I stared at my monitor at a loss for words. In the previous photo, she was raising her right hand, but this time she's raising her left. What? Like she was desperately wanted to tell us something even after her death. I have a feeling I know what it was. The end. No, shit. The husband murdered her. Definitely. I blame him. This next story is called The Ghost in the Elevator, and it's a two-parter. I'm a web novel writer based in Busan. Clack, clack, clack. I'm not really well known yet, and it doesn't pay much. But I'm happy that there are people who read my work, and it's great to see what they post in the comments. What I like most about my job is that I don't work in an office building where I have to get on an elevator every day. The Ghost in the Elevator, Part 1. Before I became a web novel writer, I worked at a publishing company in Seoul. I worked really hard after leaving my hometown town of Busan, and I was doing well at work. I'm done for the day. See you tomorrow. I was renting an apartment near work at the time. Though I did think a house might be safer than an apartment for a woman living alone. Maybe because I lived in an old apartment block, but my rent wasn't too expensive. Step, step. Press. 4, 2, ding. Slide. Step, step. Press. Ding. Step. Step, step. Oh, that's right, I don't have anything to eat at home. Just grab something from the convenience store. Ding. Just going back in. Ding. Slide. Step. Freeze. Huh? If I'd taken one more step, I would have fallen down the shaft. The elevator shaft was so dark, I couldn't see a thing. Is this thing broken? Lean. Oh. Can it happen again? Oh, man. Oh, my God. I was so shocked that I fell to the floor. Flop. What a shame. Figured I was hearing things. Hi, do you deliver? Can I get the black bean noodle set with a side of sweet and sour pork? I decided to get the delivery since I was too scared to head out again after what happened. My address is Diamond Apartments, Building 102, Apartment 1001. I'm sorry. Was that that? Yeah, that's right. ... What? Okay, we'll be there soon. Click. 30 minutes later. Ding dong. Ding dong. One sec. Pant, pant. Pant, pant. Here's your order. Pant. You're out of breath. Did you run here? Pant. Yeah, I did. Haha. I didn't realize at the time. But the delivery guy had unintentionally taken the stairs to avoid the elevator. After what happened that evening, I didn't really feel like taking it again either. Press, but living on the 10th floor, it was pretty much impossible to avoid. Since that day, I got into the habit of checking to make sure the elevator arrived before getting on. But alright, Huron, quit messing with me. Swish. Where things kept happening. Going to part 2. Dash. Slide. Please hold it for me. Slide. Thanks. Press. Huh? Only one button selected. Did you forget to press her for? Glance. What happened that day could have all been in my head. The Ghost in the Elevator Part 2. Hey Mom, I just got back and I'm heading up to my apartment now. I'm going to that bit of calling my mom just before getting on the elevator. It must be tough living on your own out there. It's not a big deal, Mom. That's just how it is. I feel a bit better when I hear my mom's voice. Once the soup's boiling over, I'll call you back later. Okay, Mom. Beep. Ding. Why did it stop on the 6th floor? Slide. There's no one there. Press. Slide. Clunk. Slide. What's going on? Why won't the doors close? Sheesh, how rude. Slide. Clunk. Turn. Oh my gosh. Crawly kid. I must be hearing things. Kadunk. What the hell? Beep. But I'm the only one in here. Press the emergency button. Press. Ring, ring. This is security. How can I help? Hi, I'm in the elevator in building 102. Desk elevator acting up. We'll be right over. Please look after the kid in the meantime. Click. Kid? What kid? The creepy crawly kid. Press. Security. What do you mean look after the kid? I see you both on camera. He's right next to you. One moment. I have to call the elevator repair team. Click. Gracious. Guess I'll just call Mom. Huh? There was no service. Aw, man. Wi-Fi. That's scarier. It's been 10 minutes already. Perhaps it's because I felt so anxious from being trapped inside that the elevator. Maybe it was because of what the security guard said. Eventually passed out from the overwhelming anxiety. Clatter. It's been 6 hours. Press. Beep. Beep. At the security, how can I help? Still stuck in the elevator. What's going on here? Oh, why aren't you saying anything? Get me out of here. Huh? Please? Please stop joking around. I'm scared to death right now. Then die. You can play with me when you're dead. Oh my gosh. Oh! Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? The repairman is gonna open the doors now. Clunk. They managed to get me out just 15 minutes after I got locked inside the elevator. After that incident, I was too scared to get on any elevator again. Are you sure about this? I ended up quitting my job. Thanks, but my mind's made up. Can you give me a 5-star review when I upload my first web novel? I can find a new place to live where I won't have to go near an elevator, but I can't avoid taking one if I kept working at the publishing company. Tap, 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 tap. However, vibrate. Manager. Hello? A TV network wants to meet with you to talk about your latest web novel. Are you free on Wednesday? Sure, I'm free. Then what floor are we meeting them on? The 42nd floor. Looks like I can't avoid elevators forever. The end. Okay. Guess I'll do one more before I end this particular part. I'll be with y'all in a sec. This next story is called The Ghost of Turtle Playground. There's really a playground in my neighborhood. The kids call it Turtle Playground. Whoa, I could play on that. Look at that. I was a kid in the 90s, and back then the way we used to play was a lot more dangerous. These days, some of the things we got away with doing are unthinkable. That's just how kids used to play in my day. Whoosh. One of the more dangerous games was called swing jumping. Oh yeah. Shh. We competed to see who could jump farthest using momentum from the swing. Skid. Since the playground was filled with soft sand for us to land on, we thought it was safe to jump really high. Say, June, watch this. I can jump way further than you. I used to play this game often with my friend Minsu. Whoosh. Jangle. I miss playing on the swings. Oh, I believe I can fly. Slam. Oh, poor kid. Flop. It all happened in the blink of an eye. Minsu, wake up. Ran over and shook him as hard as I could. Come on, get up. He wasn't moving at all. Oh, poor kid. Not many people had cell phones back then, so I couldn't call 911 right away. I ran home as fast as I could and I made the call, but it was too late. After the incident, the swings were tied up. Guess they possibly did to prevent this kind of tragedy from happening again. But a few weeks later, it looked like someone has untied the swings. And Minsu's mom visited the playground every day. Creak, 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 creak. Isn't this fun, Minsu? Minsu's mom would push the empty swing and talk to herself. Ooh, Minsu's ghost. You can play for a little bit, then let's go home, Minsu. All of our neighbors felt sorry for her, saying the shock of her son's death must have driven her mad. My parents told me to stay away from her. I guess they were worried she might try and do something to me, but now that she had gone a bit crazy. Creak, creak, but the playground was on my way to my cram school, so I ended up walking past her often. You're having a good time, aren't you, Mitsu? Creak, creak. Turn. Oh, hi, Sejun. Hello. Why don't you play with Mitsu anymore? I have to go to my class, so come and play with Mitsu for a bit. Well, wasn't able to call an ambulance in time to save him that day. I felt it was partially my fault, but I decided to stay and keep her company for a bit. Creak, 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 dot, 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 creak. Glance, creak. Minsu's mom looked at ease if Minsu was really there. 'Cause he's a ghost, creak. I should get going now. I don't want to be late for my class. Stay here and play for a while longer. Sorry? Mitsu wants to play some more. Play a while longer. I'm sorry. I got up to make a run for it. Jangle. Oh! You know what? That didn't scare me at all. That didn't scare me at all. Play with me a while longer. Ah! I ran as fast as I could. A few months later, I never saw Minsu's mom at the playground again. There were rumors that she had moved away. Many years have passed, but Turtle Playground is still there. The end.